We got the Green Bay Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers, people. Jordan Love has reached ascension mode. What ascension mode is when you got a young quarterback who gets hot late in the season and carries that momentum into the playoffs right now. And let me tell you 49ers fans something. Your secondary is not that good. Green Bay has a really good offensive line. You do have a really good pass rush, but this has been a down year from Nick Bosa. Come on, you can admit that. Like, Nick Bosa isn't even in the discussion for defensive player of the year. That's how you know it's a down year, because nearly every other year he's in the discussion. All right, you got Chase Young. Haven't heard his name since he got traded. You got Arik Armstead, and you got some other guys who can get after the quarterback, but your pass rush production has been a little down this year. And if you can't get pressure on Jordan Love, these young wide receivers are going to cook your secondary. Your defensive backs are not that good. Charvarius Ward is like your highest paid cornerback, and he's gotten toasted a couple of times this season. So you give this brother Jordan Love some protection and some time to throw, and even then, he's good enough where he can get outside the pocket and extend plays. He does a lot of crazy throws when he's like turning his wrist all kinds of different directions. He's hot right now. And you're a 10-point favorite in this game. You're basically telling us that you're going to come in here and you're just going to annihilate the Green Bay Packers? Like, yeah, you annihilate the Cowboys, you annihilate the Philadelphia Eagles, but the Packers are by far maybe the best team out of the best ones that you beat in this year. Now, what concerns me about Green Bay and what makes this game a little wonky is that San Francisco still has a really good defense. All right, I wouldn't say great defense, but they still have a really good defense. And I'm not expecting Jordan Love to be moving the football up and down the field like he was the second coming of Aaron Rodgers like he did last week against the Dallas Cowboys. It's good to see Aaron Rodgers pass the traditional long of kicking the Dallas Cowboys' ass every time the Packers play them. Thanks a lot, Aaron, for gifting that to Jordan Love. But back to this. You see, the problem with Green Bay is that for them to win this game, you're going to have to pray to the football gods that Joe Burrow is still in his bag and he's cooking up some things on the defense side of the football, because it's hard to really see this defense getting too many stops. They are pretty good against the pass, all right, and I am looking forward to seeing potentially Jair Alexander versus Brandon Ayuk. That's going to be a clash in itself, but their run defense is not that good. And I don't want to make it seem like we got to disqualify everything that they did against the Dallas Cowboys, but at the same time, the Dallas Cowboys are the Dallas Cowboys. The 49ers are far from what the Dallas Cowboys are. They are a well-coached team, and you got to be able to stop the run. I don't know if Green Bay is going to be able to do that. And basically, Green Bay is going to have to be completely flawless on offense to win this game. Let's just be honest about this. If you're a Packers fan, if your defense can at least get you 2, maybe 3 stops in this game, maybe hold them to a field goal or 2, that's a win in your book when you think about how bad Joe Barry has been. He's been better calling plays last couple of weeks, but not against anybody worth noting. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys, we know what they do in the playoffs, but anyhow, okay, your offense has to score on every possession. Every single time they touch the football, it needs to be points. Rather, if it's a touchdown or a field goal, you just need to put points up on the board. And it also is possible to run the football on the San Francisco 49ers. It's possible. All right? Jordan Love, with how well he's been playing, nobody should be taking the Green Bay Packers lightly. You see, the NFC has been lacking superstar quarterbacks for the last couple of years. The AFC is full of them everywhere. The NFC doesn't really have that. We thought it was Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts, we don't know what the hell has happened to him. So who's really the superstar quarterback that we have in this conference? Really nobody. And you look at Jordan Love right now, he's definitely fitting the mold. Hell, he's a top 10 quarterback to me. I don't know who you guys would take over Jordan Love, but it's a lot of quarterbacks that I would take Jordan Love over, especially Tua. So you look at the 49ers, you like how this offense stacks up against the Green Bay Packers defense. Like, you just got to cross your fingers that Joe Barry is still going to be able to be in his bag and cook up a couple of stops. I don't have any questions about how Brock Purdy's going to look in this game. All right, I believe that he's going to have a good performance. I don't think he's going to be rusty at all. The run game should be there. Green Bay doesn't have a good rushing attack. Like, I'm taking the 49ers to win this game, but it is possible that the Packers can definitely win this thing. And I really want to reiterate that because the way Jordan Love is playing right now, this dude is on a different level. But you see, the problem with the Packers is that you got to be flawless on offense to make up for a lackluster defense. And their defense is pretty solid against the pass, but they aren't good against the run. And we know what the 49ers like to do. They want to run the football down your throat. And I just don't see how Green Bay's defense gets a lot of stops in this game. And their offense is going to score points, but they're going to have to be able to score nearly every possession to keep up with the 49ers. So give me San Fran 34, Green Bay 24. I got the 49ers winning by 10.